Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Jibrail. I'm from English Education Faculty of Universitas Zainal Hasan. Today I will explain a guide of learning vocabulary. In this presentation, I will provide tips and strategies for expanding your English vocabulary. Okay, so there are over 250,000 total words exist in English, with 120,000 of them are recognized in Winston Churchill's vocabulary. However, on average, native speakers are only use like 10,000 of them, with only a quarter from them that are frequently used in like 45% of English texts. Okay, so even though the vocabs we needed are not as much as what exists, it is still a lot of vocabs. So, how are we supposed to understand any new words that we encountered? Well, to understand them, we need to figure out four things. First, the meaning. Figuring out the definition of a word is essential so that we don't accidentally and or unknowingly use them wrongly and make a fool of ourselves. Second, the association. Understanding how a word is used with other words is crucial because sometimes association of a word to another may change the meaning of the word into the one we are not meant to. Third, the grammar. Knowing the grammatical characteristic of a word is important because some words have nearly the same grammatical characteristic that may cause problem when a word gets mistaken with another nearly same grammar but slightly different meaning word. And then fourth, the pronunciation. Figuring out how to pronounce a word correctly is essential because some words are pronounced nearly the same and some people may have more difficulty at pronouncing certain words more than the other. Okay, so let's now we talk about the tips and strategies to expand your English vocabulary. First off, we are learning context. Firstly, phrases. We should learn you we should learn words in phrases to understand their usage, their possible association, and their possible synonym, aka similar meaning word. Secondly, grammatical connections. Learn words with similar grammatical functions together in order to check in case of possible association or synonym. And then the third, word roots. Learn words with same roots to expand vocabulary. Okay, now on to another tips to learning vocabulary. Visual aids. It will be easier to learn vocabulary with the help of visual to clarifying the words and its meaning. Here are some of them. Diagram. Use them to visualize and remember vocabulary by showing it in picture. Word trees. Word trees help organize and connect related vocabulary with its branches connects leaves of related words. And word forks. Word forks are useful for learning adjectives and verbs. Now, what happens when we encounter a new word and need to guess their meaning? Well, first, we need context clues. By using the surrounding words and sentence, we can infer meaning from there. Then, secondly, we need word formations. By analyzing the structure of a word, we can come into understanding with its meanings. However, if you're bad at it or fail a bad at, however, if you're bad at it or fail at both of them, consult the dictionary, physical or digital. Depends on which is there. It depends on which is more favorite at moments of this. You can just learn a lot of vocabulary instantly. Your brain can really process a sudden giant influx of information easily. You need vocabulary learning plan. Firstly, you need to weekly goal. Set a realistic goal for the number of words to learn each week. It could be 5, 10, 15, or somewhere in between. Secondly, you need the learning time. Choose a specific time and place for vocabulary study. That where your focus should be That way, your focus should not be suspended. That way, your focus should not be suspended by other methods than obstructing. And thirdly, revision. Regularly review learned words to reinforce memory and not make you forget about them. Now, whatever is needed for learning vocabulary, after all, not everyone can and willing to speak and learn English, especially if you live in a non-speaking English country. First off, newspaper or news app. First off, newspaper or news app. Read newspaper to encounter new words in context. They are now digital new app. They are now digital news app where you can specifically read news in English. You can go and try to find them, or you can make your phone or tablet or laptop or computer auto translate all the news into English, whichever ways you fancy. Next, radio. Listen to radio program to improve listening comprehension. Online podcasts, audio drama, and audio novel are also valid choice. After that, after that, academic literature. Read academic texts to expand your vocabulary in specific help. Read academic texts to expand your vocabulary in specific fields. Tutorial, both offline and online, work too. And then TV. Watch TV shows and movies with subtitles to learn new words and phrases. Don't be discouraged by those who claim that dubs without subs are better. They are happen to be able to understand the shows without one. Alright, that should be as much as I can share. Hopefully, this could help you learn some vocabulary. Thank you, and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.